actually we have a great sustainability plan. We have a decade of commitment and achievement, so it's not new for us. Our sustainability journey has started a while ago. In the meantime, so since we started, we have achieved already some good results in the environmental topic. We have reduced our landfill waste 30%, and we have also improved our energy efficiency. On the social side, we have improved greatly our safety, the safety of not only of our employees, but also of our contractors on the workplace. And we have really truly reached industry benchmarks. On the governance side, we are aligning our own governance principles and ethics to our supply chain. We have joined very early on the Aluminium Stewardship Initiative with the ambition and the objective to improve the sustainability of the whole aluminium supply chain. But we don't stop here. We continue our journey. We even accelerate our journey. And we have today 4 main sustainability targets that we've announced this year. One key priority is obviously to combat climate change. And for that, we intend to reduce the intensity of our own emissions, the ones of our operations, but also the one of essentially the metal we purchase, 30% between now and 2030. We also acknowledge the fact that circular economy is a key driver also for our growth, and it's a very, very topical and relevant element for the aluminium industry. So we want to increase the amount of recycled metal we are using. Safety remains a very important priority for us, and we want to go from today's industry, the aluminium industry benchmark, to really worldwide industry benchmark between now and 2025 in terms of the number of accidents. And last but not least, we really want to become a more diverse and inclusive company, and insisting a bit more on gender, particularly on gender diversity, with a percentage of female executives moving from 20% today to 25% in 2025.
At Constellium, everything we do starts with safety and ends with safety. We are one of the best performers in our industry, but we don't want to stop here. We want to join the club of best performers across all industries. This means we have to continue to work our existing programs, like caring for each other, but also to develop new ones. In the meantime, we want to be a more diverse and inclusive company by bringing more women into our business. We have a very ambitious plan to have 25% of women in management roles versus 20% today. This means we have to work on all fronts of our actions, from retention, recruitment, and we need to provide more training for women. We need to focus on their career path and also provide them mentorship.
So first of all, one important fact is that Constellium is one of the best performers in the industry because of our product has a carbon footprint of 5.1 ton of CO2 per ton of aluminium product we ship to our customers. Secondly, I think we need to split between what is happening in the value chain and what is in our operations. Of course, we'll focus first on our operations, so consuming less energy per product we produce. And then, of course, we need to invest in new technologies such as electromagnetic stirrers or other new technologies and best practices. We need to work on our electricity and energy grid mix we are using in our operations. So we need to switch to renewable or low carbon energy for our furnaces, for example. So this was for the Constellium own operation reduction. But we also need to work with our suppliers and all the what is around Constellium, and this is also called the Scope 3. And we need to tackle the primary metal we use in our operation. So we need to buy more low carbon aluminium. This is one lever. And the second one is increasing our recycling capacity. Because one important fact is that recycling is using only 5% of the energy that is used for the primary metal production, and it also saves 95% in terms of CO2 emissions. So this is really, really important to do more recycling in Constellium, and this is of course integrated in our strategy.